TMan978 CHILL Review.
Hello everyone, TMan978. Let's get this over with. You see the box. This is the card I got with this dude, just in case no one else got this particular card. Now you get to see what he does with Amalgamus. Back of the box, the guy who sent me this read too. He doesn't have an Instagram or anything, but he drew this nice picture. He actually sent this. I got this care of Matt the bot supplier, but he mailed it to me and he drew that picture. So that's cool and that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Why me, Grimlock? Arms too short to play game. Rawr.
Any old who, I don't normally do this, but I have them in Dinosaur mode. I'm pretty sure you've already watched somebody else's freaking video. I'll do what I want now since I'm so late. I usually start with the mode that it comes in a package, but not today. His transformation is crazy easy. Look at him. He's not even transformed. But it looks good. People have been complaining about something, the way something looks back here. You know what? I think they usually have this up here and they complain about that being open, but duh. Do this and that fills in that gap. So there you are with that. He has a lot of color variation. He's covered in these like G1-ish sticker detail, which is cool, but it is scary that you're gonna start ripping these stickers off when you start playing with them. The worst thing about him is the neck doesn't rotate. Now, oh yeah, and this right here in the back of the legs, I don't particularly like that too much, but I typically try to pose the leg like this, but it's tricky getting him to stand up. I mean, when you do it like that, because it's like this whole back section is just there. So it's sort of like they want you to have him in an upright position like the old G1 toy. But as you can see, he is capable. You have to hold this while you do it. He is capable of bending that. And if you do that, I would suggest bending this to get out of the way. So there you go with that. The tail is a little bit square and blocky, and it doesn't wag or nothing, but it does go up and down, as you can see. So the arms do this. Legs can go out like that. This thing doesn't stay attached very well. He has this swivel, and you saw what I was doing with the knees. It would be lovely if he had some type of ankle pivot, but he doesn't. So ankle pivot and the ability to rotate the neck would have been awesome. But he can do this, and the mouth opens up, and he has that detail right there. And the teeth aren't rounded. For whatever reason, they went with the red eyes. I don't know if that's toy accurate, but I'm shocked they didn't go with the blue eyes, because they try to keep things unified for Transformers or Autobots, but I guess not in this case right here. Unfortunately, this dude does not come with any real weapons. He comes with these little prime armor things that you can put on his legs. Maybe he can like scrape people with his legs, or put it up like this and it just acts as extra added armor. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do like a dinosaur mode comparison with all the other Dinobots at the end. I'm leaving them in their main event forms right now because I know that's mainly what people want me to get to. But anywho, transformation. Grab this right here and pull the hands out. They actually do click into place. They don't just wibble wobble. It has like a few clicking points, which is cool. Now we need to take this, bring that back to here, and it actually tabs into his back. We can rotate this up. Open this up, bring them back, and there's like a little groove for the arms to go in. Keep them out of the way. And raise this up. It's a little bit different than what you're used to. And the legs, like I said, he's barely even transformed. Push this tail back. Oh yeah, and you could use that as articulation in dinosaur mode. And basically detach. The main things that you have to worry about scraping off are these stickers right here. Those stickers are prone to rubbing. But here he is. He pretty much has the same issue as the dinosaur. I wish he had ankle pivot, but because they have this Combiner Wars type joint right there, or that combining joint, I guess they couldn't do it. Because there's a spring up there, and it would have cost them extra money. But even still, he is or would be my favorite Voyager class figure out of this line. I only have 3 of them. I have Hunger and Alita 1 and this guy. They didn't give him his signature weapons of his sword and his gun, which is positively criminal. That should be illegal. Like, that's the one thing this dude is missing, because he is spot on. As far as his look, one thing I don't like is the way it's sort of like this is all chest and then it just stops right there at his crotch. But this would be his ab section right there, and this is his crotch. You got to look at it like that. And yes, this part is the part that rotates, but this is a little bit wide compared to where his hips start. But one thing you can do is lift this up, and then it kind of gives him more of a imaginary waist section right there. Or that looked better to me. I wish they would have put ratchets in this hinge, because if they did, he would have an ab crunch. I mean, as you can see right here, you can friction that. And I do wish that his head had a better ball joint, so he can look up more. But he only has a little bit of wiggle, and he can rotate. Shoulders can go all the way out, which is something rare for a Grimlock. They can do this on a ratchet. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, no wrist rotation, like I showed this fake ab crunch. Universals out there on a soft ratchet. Forward on a harder soft ratchet. Rotation right there above the knee, and stronger ratchets on these knees. I guess they wanted that to work well for combined mode. So, as you can see here, he is capable of getting into some good poses. You could use these as like some bashing weapons, but even still, I wish he came with the weapons. But that's why they made these things, and let's see if he can hold them well, because he has these claws right there. Oh yeah, they designed that. They thought about that. So they gave you these little Prime Master weapons because they didn't plan on making big weapons for these guys, or individual weapons for these guys, I mean, and they didn't want to give the Legends class figures weapons, so you can see a different gun. And I never thought about that, the way they I need to review these guys one day. They have a problem with this peg right there. It comes out of whack. I wish that was pinned into place. It's not. Sheesh. So let me clip them back together like he's supposed to be. Oh yeah. Only thing I can complain about, besides the things I said I want, is this doesn't stay tabbed together all that well. But here he is with Prime Master weapons. So since I have these and I'm gonna try to get all of them, I guess I shouldn't complain, because this is the play pattern that they wanted. Thank you, take all my money, Hasbro. Oh yeah, let me make sure I show this off. The Dinobot Enigma looks nice. It's painted very well with this silver paint and the red. I really rather like it. Now let's put that off to the side. Who cares? I only did this once, so let's see if I can do it right. Rotate this way. Rotate the legs like that. And now we unsnap this. Come on. This is very difficult. It doesn't feel like you should be doing that, but you can. And now we can have the crotch into place. Now we put this like this. Bring the Grimlock dinosaur head over with this like this, and it came undone, but this is what you're supposed to do anyway. We peg that into place right there. Now what do we do? What do we do? Oh no! We put this like this. Rotate this like this. There's a little slot right there that goes into this, but barely. Have that like that, and now this tabs into that hole right there, or that slot. We have that like that. Same stuff over here. Bring this around. Slot that into place. Slot this into place. And in theory it feels secure, but bring the head down like that. Up here, bring this up, tab that into place behind his neck, and while this is up we bring this down, or bring that down like that. So now Grimlock is a torso, and he kind of looks alright until, like I was saying, he looks okay until you combine him, and yeah, that looks horrible. This is horrible. This is, I don't know if this is worse than Dinosaur. Like, yeah, Dinosaur's main problem was he couldn't stay together. But all of this, that just looks horrible. It's like whoever designed this, whoever just said like, man, that's good to go. Let's keep it like that. And I don't know. Positives, he has a waist joint. And it's a free moving waist joint. Whee! Whee! So that's fun. Yeah, that's worth the price of admission. Yeah, and problems, he is detaching up here. That is not a secure fit. I don't know what it is about Hasbro and Takara, tell me, making these combiners, and then they do things to try to make sure the stuff stays together, but then they don't go the extra mile. Like, it should be some type of like bump or notch right there that definitely suctions into that. Like, it's bad enough the thing looks like crap. And with combiners, even way back to Combiner Wars, one tough thing about getting them to stand up is they seem to lean forward in one way. So it's like you gotta tilt them back or bend the knees. Luckily for these combiners, their feet parts actually have ankle pivot. If it didn't have ankle pivot, he probably wouldn't even be able to stand up this well. And that was one of the gripes with freaking Combiner Wars. But anywho, articulation. You saw the waist. The head is just on a swivel, a tight swivel. I'm going to zoom in on the face. The legs, the hip joint is right there. So if you try to move it forward, you're going to push the crotch skirt forward, and the leg isn't very tight anyway. But the knee joints, which are part of the deluxe class figure, bends a little bit more than 90 degrees on this guy. And you know how the arms work. Double jointed elbows, wrist rotation, all that junk. So, yeah. Maybe if he was a little bit more beefy, he would look good. And yes, before you tell me, I know about the upgrade kits. I don't know if I'm going to get the upgrade kits because I haven't done so far in my Combiner Wars career. Don't even look at it from the back at all. Now, you could actually rotate this way. Let's see if I can do that on him. Nah. Rotate it to the back. Have it like this. and now the hips can kind of bend forward where hips naturally bend forward and not at the waist. No, I'm lying. You can't, because that would be the good knee part. So if you can't have the leg straight, but you can do this. So yeah, he does have more articulation if you do that. So that would make more sense. And look at that, the knee actually stays because of the tight ratchets in the knee. So it's almost like it was designed to be like that, but with these bots down here, you're going to be bumping. So maybe if we put the other guys down here, now this dude gets out of the way. So maybe if I put another robot down here, yeah, that can get straight over here. So this looks like that's supposed to be the way the hips work, and it does have that motion right there. So that's nice, but it still looks ugly. So yeah, there you go. Here's the noggin up close as I promised. It kind of looks like a samurai warrior, but not quite. Here's the back of the head. So it's not hollow or anything. And he has one more feature I need to show off. All of this line's combiners have a way of storing their little enigma in the chest area. So if you take this little notch, you can tab that into his mouth, and he holds the enigma there. It's supposed to be like a matrix or whatever. So a combination matrix. So he can hold that in his chest, but it looks weird. I mean, you can come down that much with it. It just doesn't look right. If you want, you can have him still having a dinosaur head stick straight out. So yeah. And I know you can take these little things that are on the back of the feet and put them up under the armpits, but that doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. If you want to see that, you can just Google it. Here he is holding a Prime Master weapon. So there you are. One last time. Whee! Okay, here's my footage of all 5 of them in robot mode. I wish they were all Voyager class, because I definitely wish Slug was taller. Or Sludge, I mean, sorry. And seeing Swoop be as tall as everybody else, it feels just weird. I wish they were all Voyager class or all Leader class at the same time. So that's my only gripe with them, but they look good with just only a few issues, and you gotta watch my individual reviews for the other guys to see my issues with them. Here is a picture I stole from the internet of the dinosaur modes. I don't always feel like transforming these people, sorry. But I gave you the picture, didn't I? Be happy. Here he is next to Hunger, and as you can see, he is significantly shorter. Well, I can see it better in person than I can film, but he is significantly shorter. He's like a head shorter. End of the day, he is a good toy. I like him. I wish he would have came with his individual weapons, and I kind of wish that he wasn't a combiner, because I don't really care. Now, in the defense of Volcanicus, which I don't believe I even named while I was doing the review, in the comic book, when they originally merged, it did look ugly and lanky like that. So maybe that's what they were going for, but I don't like that. I don't like that. I like my robots to be aesthetically pleasing, and that thing isn't pleasing at all. It has a lot of compromises in its body because of that combiner gimmick. If it didn't have those combiner gimmick joints, it could have probably had ankle pivot. It could have had a better looking torso, and it wouldn't have that thing hanging off the butt. But other than that, like I said, it's still a good figure. I just wish it was bigger, because Grimlock is supposed to be huge, and I wish the other Dinobots were huge, but I guess Hasbro was scared to put out the money for that, even though the Dinobots sold well anyway. So maybe that was a test, and in the future we'll get bigger Dinobots. I don't know. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Until next time, TMan978 out of here. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group, link in the description. Click the videos, click the videos, baby, click the videos. You should really click these videos, click the videos, click those videos, baby, click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.